Hi guys, so we have a nice pickup pile for the afternoon and it is the last video for today, but tomorrow we have the Friday reading, which we get to look forward to. There's also a large crow family outside. There's like 3 big ones, so he's going to be cawing and there's no way to stop it because they're right outside this window. So I hope you don't mind, but that's a little mystical magical that we have going outside. And it's like right through that window is the 3 big crows. Crows are a big thing because they're also spiritual messengers, and you can look that up. There's a lot of information about black crows. I don't know if that's foreboding or it's an omen because of the style of video that we're doing today. So welcome. And I know this is mostly Libras, but we do have an increased family growing here. I mentioned before there's lots of Sagittariuses and there's even more Geminis that are joining every day because we do air signs. So welcome to the channel. Pickup piles are for everyone, so I'm not going to put Libra today in the title. However, they're the most pointed sign I do read for. I did bless this reading for anybody, and this talks about your gifts and abilities. Talents are also included, okay? So we're going to jump right in. At 110, we have pile number 1. So I'm going to explain to you how this works, and there's also a key code at the bottom of this video. It's going to be basically my notebook. So the first card is the outside of you. Yes, who you are. So if you picked Queen of Pentacles and she's wearing a striped shirt with a vest, striped shirt with a vest, a striped shirt with a vest with it. And we have that as Capricorn, but you don't have to even be a Capricorn sign. Number 2 card is how you transmuted it, your internal. I've never done this style before too, so you're watching a one of a kind today. This one we're going to do next week too, so just get used to the style, okay? And this is internally how you transmuted it. So first pile, and then we'll just move pile number 2 over. I always do that, and then I collect the cards at the end. You transmuted it through a prophecy with her table and her playing cards, okay? So we were talking about mystical, magical at the beginning of this video. In some way, you're the one that is mystical and magical in pile number 1. You have an ability to, and I'm gonna go slow, okay? Whenever you guys see me like literally explain slow, this means that you have the gift of prophecy. You might be studying right now that you're a medium, or you might be finding out that you have an extra gift, Libra. You're not just a reader here on the channel. You read people, events. I'm picking up that you're like also picking up on a paternal around you, someone who's like a matriarch in the family, and you could be like almost picking up on their exact emotions. That's for one person, but your gift is bigger than you originally thought. So we have prophecy here. That's your internal, and you're transmuting now. So number 3, my third reasoning parameter for the pickup piles is I get to draw 2 cards from each deck that I have out. So what are we going to use today? We have Ethereal Visions. You guys might remember the backing. And we're going to draw 2 cards from Ancestors, because this could be a message down your lineage line, and we have the star at the bottom of the deck. That could be really important today, even though I haven't shuffled yet. And then look how big it is too. So those are that. If I need to clarify anything, that's why I have a third deck here with the 4 of Swords. That's a Libra, okay? And I see a lot of partnership and a non-partnership card. Let's go to it. So this is the first pile. And who you are on the outside right now is the Queen of Pentacles. So you're really earthy by nature. You could have earth signs in your chart. A lot of you wrote me and said Capricorn is your rising. I also get Taurus rising and moon a lot on this channel. So rise up, pay attention, because this is you in this card. You're very practical. Let's just talk about this card first. Let's feel out everyone. You are a resource to other people. The way that people gravitate toward you, or this is like what you lend to the universe. This is like your calling. You're really reasonable to other people. That's probably why they're a magnet to you. I also see here that your resources could be gathering attention right now. And a lot of you, if you're like in a 6 of Wands moment in your life, everybody knows what 6 of Wands is. The Queen of Pentacles about you, the home resources of it, going too fast. Home resource of it all is that it's almost like you're humble as a Queen of Pentacles is how I feel it, okay? And then you write down too in your notes how you've been feeling. The prophecy is the internal. So you're finding out that this is your actual ability if you're already resonating. If you don't resonate, my rule is you go to the next pile, see if it makes sense. If none of them resonated today, this was not your video. And that's always how it's been, but that's how we're going to do it today too. Okay, so specifics. Excuse me for that. What is the Queen of Pentacles, the outside? Okay, you're finding out that there's a light-hearted, this is a Knight of Wands, he's energetic passion. You are finding that there is an energy that you indeed draw from. Okay, it could even be your work, like literally going there every day. It's what keeps you going, okay? Your ability is you maintain that very well, but I don't know if some of you have an intuitive gift that you really want to see through. It's like this journey just began for you. So again, I mentioned for the second time now, being able to be a medium, okay? I don't know if you take medium courses or you just watching a lot of tarot has opened that up in you. And then we're going to get, yeah, because we have to get 4. So what is the prophecy card? And then we'll tie it all together. It has self-preserved you. Look how magical that is. And that's on a flip too, okay? I get excited about this because it's not like you're making them turn. I'm doing it with energy. And this is today's new moon, right? We have a July 24th today, new moon in Leo. So this has preserved you. I want to say that this pile, something grew you, okay, to why you're a Queen of Pentacles today. The gift is that you have a psychic ability with the prophecy, and then it was through this self-preservation. You may have chose yourself over a bigger story. Like you didn't choose the person here that you were in love with. You chose to self-preserve. You chose yourself, in essence, right? And then we have promise at the bottom. They might want to reach out too. Because here we see like there is an honest conversation. This can be a heart-to-heart card. This is somebody who promised also in the recent past. So we see a bit of a conversation in your pile. You have another person here. And then perfect. Look at that. On shuffle. You guys, you can't even do this on a regular day. Like this is bananas and weird. So we have perfection here. And this talks about you either perfecting what you're doing. It could be, I really need water in here today. Or maybe they're thinking, I nailed it, right? Like angels, spirit guides. And they're saying, you nailed it, but you can't say everything today. So that's why I'm getting blocked. Perfection is about you perfecting that particular skill, trade, or art form. Now, as you guys remember, like YouTube was cracking down about, I'd say it started in May. The big thing of it, cracking down on readers that were showing most of the card, right? You guys remember that. We're a channel that suffered from that huge change. When people were showing the most dominant major arcanas, the reason why it had to be taped up is because they didn't consider it instructional. However, this is an art form. This is just like if I were to bring out paints, or if some of you were to come out and show your paintings or your photographs, this is an art too. Tarot should be considered an art form, okay? It's a way to build confidence. It's a guidance tool. And it's also, for some people, it actually healed them. It actually did. So we see here that you're perfecting that in the moment. One of your cards is current, and I get to choose as the reader. I made it fun. So the 4 that were drawn, you had 1, 2, 3. We had overall even. So there's your 4th. Excuse me, and it fell down. Okay, that's probably a sign. The 4th one is on the floor. Here it's saying that, which one was that? Self-preservation is on the floor. Okay. So maybe it's complete, like it fell because it's done. I'm going to take that as a sign and make it a little fun today. You have a new energy, even in the practical realm. So what we're going to do is clarify, and we do have a clarifier deck. We have one of those. So can I get the specifics for the future, next few days? What does Libra find out about this gift? And this is for a Libra now. Okay. The gift created a conflict, and how I'm getting it is that you may have called somebody out on their bull crap, like meaning you said something really profound to this person because it obviously created conflict, 5 of Wands, but it was based off of your prophesizing. And that is a very strong thing to say, but I think it's happened to us more than not. Okay. Was Libra right about this person, place, or thing? It could have been a romantic relationship. Okay, that Five of Wands caused conflict because you perfected a certain way somebody talked to you or your perception of a relationship. The Two of Cups is about a friendship, right? And it's also about union. That's where you used your throat chakra, is in the Two of Cups. They could have Scorpio somewhere in their chart. I do sense a very large Aries, Leo, Sag because it's here. And then Queen of Pentacles is Capricorn. So it could have been a Libra, Capricorn synastry. Or you're dealing with Capricorn somewhere. Because that's interesting that it's Capricorn, because it's a stubborn way of living. It's like you stick to one thing. There's no open-mindedness because they're known as a stubborn sign, but hardworking nevertheless. What do we learn about the gifts for the rest of the year? Page of Cups. It's sincere. Where you first caught a glimpse of your gift is sincere. Somebody says sorry. Oh my gosh. I just realized what this pile is. The Page of Cups is a bigger, minor. It's way, way bigger. I'll explain it to you, okay? The conflict is because this person may have said no to your gift. It's a no card. And also like in disbelief. The sorry now is because somebody sees your gift is real. It's real, okay? You get acknowledged for it. Or this pile, there could have been multiple people in your family saying that you don't even have a gift, that you're just making things up. Or, you know, I can't say it on YouTube, but like it comes with Delulu. You know what I'm trying to say? Like you were Delulu. And I don't even talk like that. So maybe somebody called you Delulu. But they're realizing that whatever you told them in the future upcoming heart-to-heart, so this is highest projected outcome and my overall. Let's clarify that. This pile is very talented in the psychic arts. Eight of Wands. Hello. Are you here? Are you here even? We have the Eight of Wands. They're going to communicate that. They should have made a promise to you, or they were wrong in their decision making. Now this gives me sorry, Sam, and it does give me gaslighty Greg. That's the whole feeling that I'm getting in this reading. But they do end up talking to you, and the Eight of Wands is a likely outcome. Clarify the likely outcome. Empress, coming to talk to a Libra, okay? And if you have Taurus in your chart, because I realize you guys could be double or quadruple Empress in your chart, they're coming to talk to you about those gifts. So this reading concluded. I want to say so much in this pile. I'll keep going for another minute because I usually start pile 2 around the 15s. They're really sorry for how they behaved. You know, this is somebody who is embarrassed, shocked by their own behavior. I think they grew up with a particular societal maybe an advantage that their parents said this is going to be successful or this is the way to success. And they didn't realize that you can do it at home and humble and just with a gift in your heart. And a lot of you are leading with that gift from a heart space. So your heart chakra is pretty healthy. She's in red. That's root. We also had a very special root chakra video last month. You might want to check it out because you can check if you have a healthy root system. I'll link it down below. We did that about or maybe 3 weeks ago. They're going to say sorry to an Empress that's currently finding out about these gifts. One more card. What kind of psychic ability is this? The abilities. You had 2 cards, pile number 1. You have 7 of, so it's many. It's a multitude of them, okay? It could be telepathy, medium. You know how to connect better with your cards now. If you're a reader, you're a spiritual guide, maybe you offer services now. And some of you maybe do this for fun, but you call it when you see it. So it happens really in your technical life. And Temperance. You've made peace with your gift. So if this has been a really long road, whether you have it or not, and maybe some days you're still unsure about it, in tarot reading is a good way to know if you are manifesting correctly or you're not Delulu, is if the reading checked out for you and it hit you right here. That's how you know even the reader has a gift, okay? And we see that you're making your peace with that. It's balancing out both the 3D and the 5D world. And then it could be multiple things that you have choice on where to use that. Okay? And that's the final message for my Libra. We are going to go to, 1515 is where we stopped. Also today, if you want to examine the cards deeper, which I've started to do with pick piles, I have now saved them and I put it away and I take overhead shots. So you guys can actually take the screen grab when you leave here and you can like actually look at the reading from the top of the camera. Okay? And we're going to go to pile 2. Pile 2, if you chose it, you picked the 6 of Swords for today. Okay, and I did have to block out just like where it's very pointy. But traditionally you see that it is in, could be in Spain, it could be in England, and it's a ship that is docking. Okay, but the waves are crashing, you see the water at the bottom. Your outside is the 6 of Swords if you chose, and 16 is actually really the time, so let's break that. 16 is 6 plus 1. So you would be really seeing a lot of 7s right now in readings. You could be seeing the Chariot because the Chariot is the 7th major arcana. And you could actually be moving to that Chariot via the 6 of Swords here. But let's just talk about this as your demeanor. The whole point is to talk about your abilities. So outside of you is the 6 of Swords. Right now you're currently healing from something. And I do have to feel it out. This one is more of a breakup. A very, very recent breakup. And I'm sensing even that you're listening to sad songs. I also feel here that this person is reconnecting to that old person and you're getting flashbacks. So this would be the flashback pile. Okay, and we're going to do this with a lot of sensitivity. We have the Death card. Okay, and remember, number 2 is your internal. So you're transmuting it. Okay, the songs could be helping you. You could also be listening to the songs because yes, they're nostalgic, but they're helping you close out this painful chapter or period of your life. And we do have Scorpio. Aquarius, Scorpio, they're fixed signs. Some of those are mutable too. Let's see what we got to do here. We get you 4 cards. So what I'm going to do is a peekaboo with ethereal visions, and I'm going to get all of your specifics right now. You also have the Ace of Wands. It's going to be a new chapter after you, I keep getting this thing. I'm trying to say it correctly. After you cry it out, or it's all cried out is what I was hearing in my head. So you're a person who wants to feel the end of this chapter, but you're doing it in a way where you don't ignore it. You are actually, you're therapeutically healing yourself. All right? Because we see the Death here. You're able to close it like you're in acceptance is pile number 2. And then so that's your internal. Changes, transmutation, transformation is the Death card. Remember that. And then here a new beginning is granted after you go ahead and cry it all out. That's kind of beautiful. Okay, you get 3 other cards. So I'm not done yet because we're going to do some flippers. Advice now for this pile. You have one right here. High Priestess, Pisces. It's a gorgeous card too. Your advice is to listen to your own intuition and not to be guided or steered by the past. Okay, because now you have 2 major arcanas in the very beginning of a reading. This already tells me you're going through a shift, is the 2. You have the 6 of Wands. You have the 3 of Wands. Aries, Leo, Sag. Same thing with that 6 of Wands is Leo. You have, and I can't see it very well, 7 of Cups. Queen of Swords, which is gorgeous. One of my favorite from Ethereal Visions. 5 of Wands this pile has too. Ace of Pentacles. And I'm going to stop there because we saw the King of Swords yesterday and we don't want to take yesterday energy. We have Ace of Pentacles. These line up with even the Libra reads today. Okay. You have an offer. I see here that it legitimately can be another chance at something for your life. Look at it bigger than just right now. This is another chance for something to come in. Okay, so we have the 2 aces. You have 2 even new beginnings. The universe is saying go towards the new. That's the advice. Your gift, because now this is the point where I have to pick what is your ability. Your ability is to heal yourself. People might even say that you're a healer or you have a healing touch, even if you're going through a heartbreak right now. And your ability is to successfully transmute energy. Okay, that's your gift. I think I'm more pile 2. I don't have the breakup thing going on right now because I haven't experienced a breakup in quite some time. I'm getting older. But this one is, and to make you laugh too, but this one is a transmutation pile. Okay, let's look at your other cards because these are the key cards that are the 4. And I think you even have a 5th too. 5 of Wands. Okay, this started with a competition. There could have been third parties in this pile, another relationship outside the one you were experiencing, or this person was very much in their insecurities as a person. You have to become a Queen of Swords. That's a Libra energy. So if you're Libra, this could be also you, Libra sun sign. 7 of Cups. Why does this pile also have options? Maybe you have to transmute more than 3 or 4 things. This is a pile that's it's after pain, after pain, after pain, you have been able to transmute them to the opposite advantage, which means if it was very, very negative, you've been able to turn it around for yourself, transmuting it absolutely to something else. Okay. Also, 7 of Cups is fantasy as well. So we'll talk about that because there could be something here that you over fantasized about. Could have been this relationship. You could have been with another Libra, a Pisces. Death card is Scorpio. 7 of Cups is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Those are the highly pointed ones you could have been in a relationship with. The 3 of Wands. So you're waiting on someone. This pile is waiting, but this is about your abilities. This is maybe the last thing that you're waiting on. I'm getting like, this is the last try in this pile. Okay, we'll keep going with that. 6 of Wands is Leo. So this is for sure happening by, I would go ahead and say this is not a new moon. This is for Lionsgate. Okay. And maybe this last thing that you're waiting on with the 3 of Wands, which took some effort, I believe, because look at how he's proudly standing over that valley there, waiting for some microraptors to come in and maybe some bronchiosauruses. It looks like Land Before Time in the background. You're waiting for a successful outcome to your whole situation. I am picking up, though, this is your love story intuitively. Okay, if it's career, just flip it, switch it. But for me, I'm taking this Libra as a love story. Maybe you've been waiting for too long for somebody to come in. So we need to get our clarifier deck. Where did I put that deck? Oh, it's here. Okay. Let's clarify a couple things. What's the true meaning of the transmuting gift? 4 of Wands. I saw this in a lot of readings today. I watched Minnow, MJ, and Steve. I watched another good person today. Magnetize yourself with infinity. Also, I have an infinity car, so infinity is kind of my go-to girl right now. I watched her video today. It was pretty good. 4 of Wands is you transmute relationship stuff. This one's hard as heck. This one's hard. The Queen of Swords, because she takes discipline and ruling into the fact that she is sovereign in her speech. Okay, she's very, very strong in the way she speaks out. And if, I could have said speaks in, speaks protrusively, but I decided to say speaks out for my channeling here. You change relationship things. You're able to turn it when it's very, very negative. Most of the 7 of Cups, which we clarified, is the 4 of Wands, which it's a relationship and home and everything that's milestone-y, right? The big changes in your life, graduations, baby shower, wedding. Okay. So your power is to do that. Why is this Libra, though, struggling? Because I feel like that's like one thing you're waiting for. You got to take the leap. It's saying you haven't taken it yet. Okay. I do have to be the big sister in this reading and say that if you just went like this, she's right. I didn't take that step. The Fool card's correct. If it's not correct for you, you already did the big step, you're probably pile number 1. Okay. A little bit more here, please. The Lovers, wow. And it's not reversed. That was pretty cool. So we have Mark and Mindy. And we lost our third today with Hulk Hogan. That really messed up my day, Hulk Hogan, because me and my brother used to run into the living room of my grandpa's house. He's a Scorpio. He passed away last month. Me and my brother would run into the living room and he'd go, "Brett the Hitman Heart is on." And then I would go running too with my little water bottle. So when I heard that today with Hulk Hogan's death, those three celebrities that were pretty much a part of the 80s, right? Like Cosby, 80s, Ozzy, all throughout that era, even before, but Black Sabbath, then Hulk Hogan. When it's like that in the threes, it really gets to me because it's like, you know, that year's like, but that was really sad today. Sorry to get off topic, but we have the Six of Cups. And I try to do this way after lunch because I know you guys are on your lunch the same time as me. So I try to break and do the lunch videos, but then they're always like I chat too. It's my fault. So Six of Cups is nostalgia. There is a relationship to a past person because Six of Cups is past, and they're saying the advice is to like honor the connection. And some of you have already done that because you were a bigger part of this connection than you gave yourself credit. It almost looks like this person is regretful toward you, is regretful to a Queen of Swords who knows how to constantly change the energy around. Your ability is that you're a transmuter. You change the energy from good to bad. Or sorry, bad to good. Sorry. And so you have Aries here. You haven't taken the big leap of your life. So this is actually the conclusion. It's not the Lovers. You could have met them through this card for sure, but this is just a placeholder card for right here. Major, okay? We never take away the feelings of the majors. If it's a major arcana, it's because it is one. And it talks about a connection to a past soulmate. Okay. Seven of Swords is at the bottom of the deck with the star. Does that mean anything to anybody today? Take it how it resonates. And I'm just going to give you a moment because when I do this, you guys say, I get more stuff when you flash it to the camera. I get more of my personal downloads, you say. Seven of Swords. Star, World, Chariot. This is a pile of a lot of Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, if it helps. Also, this is like a Gemini air pile. If that's your person, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Okay, because this could be an incoming offer at the end of this month. You haven't taken action to move. Like you're traveling is the challenge spot, Chariot. And then you have a Seven of Swords here. What is Libra's a star? Like this person, you are very highly recognized in this pile, or many people know of you. Okay, so you're really, really connected here to environment. You could have healed something big too within the last, specifically 3 months, this person. Okay, like something really, really sad happened this year for you. And you're healing that in the here and now. Because may have started in February is where I got that from. What does Libra need to change, please? Do not show me the Eight of Pentacles. Thank you. Or I'll take the Three of Cups. Okay, so new relationships are coming in. You've made a final judgment call on a very special person. Very, very, very special person to you. They are either one of these signs, you guys. These are really, really repetitive for this pile. Cancer, Scorpio, and Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And because they have been Seven of Swords in you, in the current, like this person is watchful, okay? They perhaps could have been deceitful toward you. You're healing that decision on them. They may have asked to meet up with you too in the Three of Cups. All right. But your big talent here is honoring something to yourself, and you have transmuted more than one thing in your life successfully. It would even make somebody else cry about you, that you've been able to go through this toughness and how rigorous it was, but you don't look like who you, what you went through, excuse me. Okay. and it's going to be a really long pickup pile now. But let me know if this gifts and abilities one is one that you like. I enjoyed this one more than our typical pickup piles. This one was different and we had a different topic. I want to thank you, and it's been a wonderful week. This has been one of the most fun weeks I've read on this channel for numerous reasons. One being that I think there's something different here about our intuition as people, as a wider group of us on this channel. And what's funny is this is the smaller one. I feel like it got stronger over here on Libra Light 2025. Alrighty, I gotta let you go now. No, you let go first. You do. No, I'll see you guys later. I'll see you tomorrow.